Right, and welcome back to the channel. So today I want to talk to you about the coaching staff changes that are going on at United, because I think these are really, really significant. There's been sweeping changes throughout the club. A lot of people have been made redundant, which has upset a lot of people. But Ineos have come in and are making a root and branch evaluation of every single department. And maybe they've been a little bit heavy-handed with the sort of non-footballing staff. But the way they've come in and totally just upgraded what goes on with the football side of stuff, I think has been quite impressive. And I think Ten Hag has been probably understandably reluctant to sort of let go of his former assistant, Mitchell van der Gaag. But I appreciated that by a different dynamic was required with the coaching staff. Ruud van Nistelrooy's introduction has been absolutely fantastic. It's an instant success with the squad. We're hearing that the kid Cheeto that we've signed from Arsenal, he signed because Ruud van Nistelrooy's intervention when he spoke to him and said, here's the development plan that I've got for you. I think that was the boding really, really well, having someone like Ruud as part of the squad. A lot of the squad have mentioned the aura around Ruud van Nistelrooy, and I've seen it up close myself as well, watching Ruud van Nistelrooy, and he's given a fresh perspective when it comes to interviews. And actually, when I was watching training there the other day, you could see Ruud van Nistelrooy was actually taking the session and Ten Hag was off the side doing the observation kind of thing. It was like Ruud looked like he was the one running the session, and then you had René Haak, who looked like he was almost doing like the Sergeant Major kind of role and just kind of like giving small details and stuff to people. But it looked real smooth between the three of them. The attacking sessions that he's been putting on have supposedly been quite intense, intending to get players automatically reacting to on-pitch situations and seeing repeated patterns when drilled. There's some talk that there was an overlapping fullback drill that they just ran until they were getting it. There's been a focus on passing through compact opposition, successfully countering with minimal touches, adding varieties of different methods of attack. And René Haak has also taken on a lot of the Van der Gaag responsibilities, and the feedback that he's been easier to work with and a lot more of an open manner, even though we sort of joke that it's bad cop is the situation that Ten Hag's put in place here. But speaking to a couple of lads while we've been out here on the tour, Ruud has been really nice, really approachable, and I guess he's probably saving the bad cop for when he needs to really bring it out. Goalkeeping coach Gel Ten Rula as putting on sessions like Ruud's that are designed to improve both the cognitive function as well as getting the players in the habit of making decisions with certainty and autonomy. Christian Eriksen has been joking about the arrival of Ruud van Nistelrooy and René Haak, saying just another couple of Dutch people, but then on a more serious note said he was sure everything was going to go well. We've had Andreas Georgsson as the latest arrival that's come into the club to be a bit of a set-piece genius, who made an incredible impact at Southampton in that role, leading to Jason Wilcox advocating for that appointment. And many people might not know too much about him, so to fill you in a little bit on how it went down, prior to his appointment at Southampton, Southampton spent the 22-23 season fighting relegation, and their terrible record at set pieces was a big part of why they ended up dropping. They did score 3 free kicks, which was thanks to James Ward-Prowse, but only 6 headers across 38 games. Pretty poor. Georgsson joined Southampton on the 4th of August, and they faced Sheffield Wednesday that day, and they conceded again from a corner, but that didn't last long. He quickly turned what is the shortest team in the division into the best with set pieces. In the Championship, they scored 14 goals from corners. That was the 5th best in the division. It's a division known for a lot of successful set-piece stuff. But defensively is where it really bore fruit from. They only conceded 7 from set-pieces across 49 games, and it was the best record in the division. Georgsson has a hybrid system of like a man and zonal marking, means that you can effectively defend and attack different areas whilst pressurising weaknesses or resisting opponents that are strong in certain areas. And that bore fruit for him. So there's some talk that that's going to happen again at United. There's some really good threads out there on Twitter from people that do stats for Southampton. And I think they're worth checking out if you're interested. Now, the United situation, United conceded the 3rd most corners in 23-24. 40% of the corners leading to a shot. Similarly, we only scored 8 goals from headers, including 2 from corners. Huge room for improvement for Manchester United. From a tactics point of view, Georgeson utilises the second man frequently, looking for a pass before crossing into the box. And even though there's going to be some frustration as it sort of kicks in and the way they do it, we have to just keep persisting with it because it absolutely works what he's going to try and do. Loves a decoy run, frequently used to lose players and also to create space. He likes flick-ons because, you know, things get put into the mixer where anything can happen. He turned Southampton from being the second worst team for defensive set-piece record to the best. And he did that despite having the shortest team on paper in the league. So I think it's crystal clear Ineos are not messing around and they're not leaving a single stone unturned. When it comes to getting the best footballing staff together, they're absolutely getting out there and getting it done. The proof is in the pudding. And I think it's a real positive that United are going out there and actually recruiting people who are seen as best in class or have come in with this wealth of knowledge. And like I said the other day, it was nice to see the likes of Brailsford and Ashworth and all of these other people at the pitch side during training. And it's early doors yet for the Ineos regime, but they're doing the right things, I think it's fair to say. See you in the next one.
Hey, thank you for watching the video. If you are new around these parts, then don't forget to subscribe. My channel is proudly supported by my community on Patreon. If you'd like to get a little bit of extra content, a Discord group, meetups, five-a-side games, weekly podcasts, behind the scenes, and even an occasional bit of transfer news as and when I get it, then for the price of a pint, you can show your appreciation for the content that we make and get some goodies for doing so as well. Check the link in the description or click the button right here. You'll also find all of my socials here too if you want to follow me on any of those platforms. Nice one.